Hi everyone, I'm Sohnjee. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. Thank you for checking me out. I'd appreciate it very much if you'd hit the subscribe button below, as well as the gray bell, so you can know when I upload new content. For those of you who aren't new to the channel, and you are my regulars, I so appreciate you, and thanks so much for hanging in there. So let's get into it. Now that we've handled all the business, we're studying our different sun signs, all 12 of them, and how they interact with each other on the zodiac spectrum. Next up, Leo. So we're discussing sun sign Leo. Leo is anyone born from July 23rd to August 22nd on the calendar. So if your birthday falls in those dates, you, my friend, are sun sign Leo. So before we get into what Leo is like with your pairing, let's talk about some general attributes they attribute to our Leo. Well, the number one thing anyone says about a Leo is they are egotistical. Okay? So they say. Now, although they appear quite confident, and Leos can usually be seen because they're the ones that are walking around the room with their chest poked out. Yeah, that's a typical stance on a Leo, in particular, the males. But behind all of that confidence, most people don't know that Leos inwardly are quite sensitive people and are easily hurt, especially their egos. Now, in all things, Leos need to feel appreciated and loved by the people in their atmosphere. That's right. Friend group, family, loved ones. Leo needs to be appreciated and they need to be told. Now, if they are ignored or criticized, Leos can become aggressive and confrontational. Remember, if provoked. But typically, a Leo person is a nice person. They're actually pretty sweet. Okay, now if they're treated with respect or asked for help, a Leo is quick to respond. Okay, they tend to be very warm and generous people. So few signs are as predictable and consistent as a Leo. So if you want somebody that, there's no guesswork involved, then you need to get yourself a Leo, okay? Leos are affectionate, they're warm and cheerful. They typically say that Leos bring sunshine into other people's lives because they are so warm and generous, and they typically do care about you, and they want you to care about them as well, okay? Leos are the dignified ones of the sign. They're playful, ambitious, loyal, and as I said, known to be quite generous to the ones that they love. Okay? What else do they say about you, Leo? Well, Leos can also be, I should have had a lead into this because this is the negative stuff. But, okay, let's get into it. The truth is the truth. Some Leos can be demanding, intolerant, domineering, lazy, and stubborn. Yeah. But they're human, right? So, to be honest, everybody can be a little bit of that. Leos are just happen to be known for it, okay? They have a very high self-esteem, and they can become quite dissatisfied when asked to perform tasks that they deem beneath them. A common complaint about those who are paired with Leo is housework, chores, divvying up, that kind of thing, because Leo doesn't see the need to take out trash or sweep the floor. Somebody else should be doing that. They are far too talented for such meaningless, simple things. I don't know. That's what they say, Leo. Leo, take out the trash, okay? So they tend to put their loved ones, however, on a pedestal, a very high pedestal. Some people say it's kind of unrealistic, the pedestal that a Leo puts you on, because you're doomed to fail. So, and then the Leo becomes disappointed in you. All right. A little bit negative, huh? Let's keep it going. This isn't all bad. All right. So many Leo, the men in particular, that's what they said. I didn't say it. Research said it. Many Leo men typically have a lot of lovers. Yeah. But they say that. They do that until they commit. And then once your Leo is committed, they are quite loyal. So before you get to the commitment part, Leos can be known to share themselves. Many Leo men like to spend money generously. If it's not flashy, they don't want it. So a Leo man is known to have the best car, the flashiest clothes, the best jewelry, the biggest house. Yeah, those are Leo ticket items, and they will spend to get it. Again, it's all about the bragging rights, and Leo wants to have all the bragging rights. All right? Now, they're not typically mean or cruel, but they can be aggressive, okay? However, they forgive easily. So if there is a confrontation with a Leo, they have it, and then some time passes, and it's done and over with. Leos aren't typically the ones that hold grudges. Okay, now on to the good stuff. Back to the good stuff. See, it wasn't too painful. Leos generally have a strong sex drive. That's right. So if you want somebody that's going to go and want to go and keep going, get yourself a Leo. Yes, they typically are adventurous lovers. So they like for you to mix it up anytime, any place. Yeah, that's Leo. And the more outrageous, the better. They're not going to shy away from your challenge. So they like to keep things competitive. So if you like to do a little role playing and different things, I bet you, Leo's your partner. Okay? They also like to be teased. So if you're a person that likes to say, not yet, not yet, not yet, that could be a meme. I can't believe I just did that. Leo is the sign for you. So that's all the preliminary stuff about Leo. Now we're going to get into how Leo interacts with you given those general traits. And FYI, for those of you that are wondering, does my Leo like me? Well, stick around. Look your sign up. See how they interact with you, and then I'll let you know. However, a real good sign about whether or not your Leo's attracted to you is when they become possessive. Yep. So let's get into it. Without further ado, let's talk about how Leo fares with you. Stay tuned. Hello, Leo with Pisces. Welcome to your matchup. So, Leos with Pisces relationships have a lot of potential. That's right. It's not exactly the best of them, definitely not the worst of them, somewhere in the middle. So that means that typically this is a relationship that has the key ingredients to go for the long haul. Okay, so what makes this relationship so unique is that the outcome of the relationship is far more dependent upon the behavior of Leo than the behavior of Pisces. That's right, Leo. It's what you do and don't do that will determine whether or not you get to keep Pisces as a partner for life. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Pisces will probably admire Leo's strength of character, their self-confidence, and their desire to always be in charge. Pisces is going to find that kind of sexy about you, Leo. So feel free to stretch your stuff. Pisces will be in the background smiling and looking at you and cheering you on and definitely giving you that much adoration and compliments that you adore. Sounds pretty good, right? Of course. Now, Leo, you're likely to want to control almost every aspect of this relationship. As a matter of fact, in a Pisces-Leo combination, a lot of times the Leo is seen as the control freak. I said freak. Not controlling, control freak. And that's something you want to watch. You want to watch and make sure, Leo, that you don't become the control freak, even though you have a controlling nature. You cannot get yourself in a Pisces-Leo relationship and disregard your Pisces, because Pisces chooses, in most instances, to just keep the peace. Pisces will weigh the pros and the cons, and a lot of times Pisces will say it's better to make love, not war, and go along, right? Okay, but you need to be careful, Pisces, when you're doing that behavior, because what happens is Leo becomes accustomed to it really, really quickly. And they begin to like to always be in control. They begin to like always having their way and things their way. So then they might get into the pattern of not asking you, because in their minds, you're just going to give them what they wanted anyway. So what's the point of asking? And you will kind of see that as disrespectful. And the reality of the situation is, although the intent was not to disrespect you, I can see how you got there in your thinking. So what you want to do is to avoid that, and to make it clear very early on that you want to hear what the plan is. Even if you are going to agree, you still have the right to hear it. Okay? And that's what keeps your controlling Leo in a controlled demeanor, but not a control freak. You see? All right. Let's keep it going. All right, so Pisces is a partner who hates conflict or friction, right? They don't really want to be fighting. The Pisces are typically very calm and loving people unless you push them, Leo. So if you got your Pisces, they're loving people. They don't mind you having control, because that gives them time to worry about and concern themselves about things that are important to them. So if you're over there making yourself happy, that means that it's one less thing for the Pisces to have to do. And that's why they're okay with it, okay? Because Pisces is doing Pisces, believe me, okay? However, there's a danger in that behavior. And you have to watch and make sure that in you doing you and Pisces doing them, that you don't become detached from each other. Okay? Now again, be cautious, Leo, that your Leo will get too big-headed, and they already came to the table pretty self-absorbed. So you're treating them like an absolute king that can run amok. Pisces has a tendency to create a monster. And you don't want a monster. You want a partner. Okay? Now, as I said, this is a pretty peaceful relationship, especially on the surface. And that looks great. The problem with this relationship is that if you don't control certain behaviors early on, the surface will look great, but underneath will be rotting. Yeah. You have some things, Leo, that you're definitely going to want to do and not do with your Pisces, or your Pisces will retaliate in epic proportions. Yeah, old peaceful Pisces over there who doesn't like conflict, who'd rather choose love over war, will wage war against you if you have a certain behavior pattern and you don't make the adjustment early on. Yeah, I'll tell you what that is in part 2. But again, for the most part, this is a pretty okay pairing. Meet me over on part 2 so I can tell you exactly what that is that you will do, Leo, that will cause your Pisces to retaliate in a very, very big way. And you don't want any parts of that. Go to www.sohnjee.com/shop or check the description box below and see me in part 2 where I tell you, Leo, what you better not do to your Pisces if you plan on keeping that Pisces around. See you in part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit like and comment below and tell me about you and your Leo Pisces matchup. And I'll see you in part 2. Take care. Bye-bye.